Hi there, in this quick and unplanned video I'm going to see if this drum sanding set and diamond burr set from Parkside are any good at all. I had zero intent on buying these things, but when I saw them in Lidl I said, really small, medium, big, and then these wheels look good, and then lots of shapes. Okay. I think one of them is trying to run away. Now it's back. This might actually be useful. So I got them. If you want to see any info right here, all of the sizes for them, feel free to pause and read everything. And in here again, a lot of info, but for me we will just see in time if they are actually good or not when using them. As you can see, this is a really unplanned video, but yeah, I got them by chance. They were in Lidl, right next to the checkout counters, or how those things are called. Got this out of its box, really nice. It comes with its little case, a bit of info right here. Hopefully they are actually good. Ah, okay, I thought it has a hinge. It doesn't have a hinge, it just stays in here. Yeah, good enough. And these things, it's a foam that holds them in place. So this was actually out of the foam, that's why it wasn't sitting where it should. So it's actually good. You can push them in there and they should be fairly stable, and this has that line that holds them just a tad bit better. Okay, works. And these things, yeah, I'm going to throw them all in a little box and grab from there whatever I need. They don't come with any sort of box. Working on a project, I will link it in the description, and I realized I'm missing a hole here through which the cable for this antenna can go into the housing. I only have the hole for its support, so I'm going to actually use this to cut a slot in here. I think it's the best option. I've already used some of these things for other stuff, but I totally forgot to film it. I thought this video was actually done. Nope, it's not. It's barely in work. So yeah, I didn't film that, but I'm going to show you how this drills now. I won't really be able to film that much. I'm drilling into nylon, 3D printed, and it's really freaking tough, but it's drilling it. Maybe it could help if I actually make a hole with a normal drill and only make it wider with this thingy. I will see how I can do it, but I need much more attention, and I cannot really film while doing this. I decided to make a few holes with a standard drill. This thing is really sticky somehow. It's nylon again, so yeah, this had a hard time cutting through it, especially with a pointy tip like this. But now, to clean this up and make it a nice slot, I think it will handle it quite well. Yeah, I should have used the smaller one. This one is quite hard to control from the tip when you want to do really fine jobs. I do have the smaller one, actually two of them, but the chuck for the bigger diameter was on this one, and I was too lazy to move it to the others. This resulted in a not so perfect hole, but it doesn't really matter. It's not going to be seen while a brown cable goes through it. A bit of an error in the same project. I didn't realize that I should have made one of the attachment holes a slot to compensate for the errors that will happen when drilling into a wall. So yeah, I used this fellow once again to cut out a bit of the plastic and elongate the hole upwards. it cut through it perfectly. About a week later, I need to grind a bit of material from a mirror that I want to install in the car to see the daughters better in the back of the car. And I'm using, this is a bit too small, I'm using a bigger one. Let me see how easy it grinds from this. Through the wonders of editing, I'm on the smaller Dremel. I changed the chuck between them, because that one, the bigger one, was fully discharged, although I did not fully use the battery, so I have no clue what happened to that thing, that it drained the battery between two uses. But anyway, let's play with this one. I would say this worked perfectly. Now I should be able to do what I need. And that's about it for this set. I've been using it for a while. It works absolutely perfectly. None of the tips got damaged in any way by working with them. So yeah, a good purchase if you have a Dremel, in my opinion. And about this thingy, if you look on it, as you can see, it has a bit of a grayish color on it. That's because my wife did a boo-boo with her car. So I needed to get rid of some damaged paint up to the metal, then repaint that area. And I used this thingy. Probably not a good idea, but it did the job perfectly. And I'm going to demonstrate just a tiny bit on this piece of handlebar, the damaged old one. I'm not going to repair this one. It's too damaged and I have better ones already. But yeah, I'm just going to show you a little bit, because this does create quite a bit of dust. So yeah, let's do that. Also, I'm going to go at low speed. So if you would plan to repaint this thing, yes, this would help you get rid of all the old paint from it. Probably you could also do it with a wire brush, but I've had quite bad results using wire brushes in this tool, as the wires themselves tend to rip and fly in all directions. So I much better prefer one of these wheels to clean metal, depending for painting or for whatever I need to do to it. So yeah, these are also good quality. The drums themselves, I didn't use much of them, I think, at a point in time, but I do have other drums, not necessarily from this set, and they seem to work just fine, but I don't have any job for them now. Maybe I can show you on the inside of this thing. Let's see. I'm not sure if this is how you are supposed to use them, but I tend to loosen them up, put this on them, and then tighten the screw a bit so it puts some pressure on the sandpaper itself, and in that way the sandpaper is held in place and it does not move while you are working. Not too much pressure to don't damage anything, just enough for it not to rotate freely. And I think it's not rotating freely. Yeah, it's all good. So let's see if I can do a bit of cleaning inside, just as an example. Again, quite at a low speed, probably you can go higher. if you allow it, it tends to want to ride the walls, so you shouldn't allow it to do that, but from the vibration it kind of tries to. I'm holding this with my foot, so you can imagine it's not steady at all. Yeah, and it went over the torque limit of the tool and it backed up, which is good. But you can see what you can do with this quite easily. And the stray hair that somehow got caught in this at a point in time. So yeah, you could clean this basically if you would want to, repaint them and reuse them. But for me at the moment they will just be put into storage if at any point in time I need them for some reason. But yeah, these things also great to have around. And obviously to remove this you undo the screw and it will come out. And basically that's about it for this video, so hope it helps you, in which case please give it a like, check out my other videos, and as always see you in the next one. And I need to clean this dust, so yeah.